We are back now with what you need to know to help survive all of this financially. With so many businesses closing and unemployment ranks growing, what are your best money moves in such uncertain times, especially for those of us who have just lost work? Personal financial expert Farnoosh Torabi joins us now. She says, although it's hard to do, this is not the time to panic, and she has some things you can do right now, starting today, to help keep those finances afloat. So Farnoosh, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
You say the first thing you need to do is evaluate your expenses.
Yes. And the good news here, Amy, is that a lot of our expenses, the basic expenses, whether that's your rent, your utilities, your credit card payments, people, banks, they're looking at ways to defer this for customers. And this isn't going to happen automatically for you. So I would go through all of your expenses, just the necessities, and call every single biller, call your landlord, call your credit card company, call your utilities company, and explain how you've been impacted by this virus, whether you've been furloughed, you've had your hours cut back, or you've lost your job entirely, or you're worried about losing your job, and what sort of relief programs they have in place. And you might be able to defer payment for the current month or for the next month, or bring down costs substantially so that you can keep head above water.
What is the likelihood right now that you'll have those creditors, your landlord, be willing to do that because they have their bills to pay as well?
Right. So I was just reading in USA Today that a number of credit card companies and banks putting out statements and saying, hey, call us. We have relief programs for times like these, during times of disaster and economic downturn. Back into the 2009 recession, we saw a lot of this happen as well, where you might be able to get some sort of deferment on your monthly payment, or at least a reduction in interest rates, a removal of fees. And again, this isn't going to be an automatic assumption. You have to call, and the lines are busy, so just anticipate that. But it's well worth the exercise. Landlords, I mean, we're still very early stages, but anecdotally, we are hearing about landlords not evicting their tenants simply because they can't make this month or next month's rent. So that's going to be a negotiation that you'll have to do with your landlord. But I would also check your lease and read the fine print regarding eviction, because in our country, fortunately now, tenants have the higher hand. And so it's going to be a process if and when you do get evicted. So you don't have to worry necessarily about making this month's payment this month.
All right. Yeah. The bottom line is you have to be proactive. Now, we learned unemployment websites crashed this week in both New York and New Jersey. Not surprising because of the overwhelming number of people now filing for unemployment. Is there a best time to file?
The best time to file is as soon as possible. And I know it's been quite the line getting through over the phone. The websites are not fully functioning at times. Maybe if you're a night owl and you've been up because you've been anxious overnight, maybe could be a better time when people are sleeping. But here's the thing. A lot of states, including New York, here where I live, they're removing that window during which time you have to apply for unemployment. From the moment you lose your job, there's usually a 7-day window. They're removing that, obviously, because of the backup. So that's the good news. But to answer your question, the best time to apply is 5 minutes ago, right? ASAP.
As soon as possible. Farnoosh Torabi, thank you so much. Important advice there for so many people watching. We appreciate it.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.